What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror film review. So, I know in the last video I said I was going to review Resident Evil: The Final Chapter, but that's not happening. I'm going to take a break from those, and today we're actually going to talk about... So I covered some of the Japanese versions of the film that's this film I'm talking about is based on. Today we're going to talk about The Ring, the American remake of Ringu, or however you want to pronounce it, or Ringu. Anyways, so let's get to it. Yeah, The Ring, produced by DreamWorks Pictures, October 18th, 2022. 2002, sorry. Produced by Walter F. Parks and Laurie McDonald. Written by Aaron Kruger and directed by Gore Verbinski, who would go on to work on Rings, the third one. But he also did worked on Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Pirate, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, and Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. And he also did A Cure for Wellness and also The Lone Ranger 2013. But this had a box office earnings of over $249.3 million. This is more of a horror mystery film, and it's based on the movie Ringu, or Ringu, however you want to pronounce it. And yeah. So let's see here. So if you're not familiar with The Ring, it's a story about a cursed videotape, if you even know what that is, you young kids. But yeah, a cursed videotape is going around where if you watch it, you die. You get a call saying that you're going to die in 7 days. And then within 7 days, so far everyone's been dying. So this one mother accidentally watches it, her son does. And so she goes and tries to solve the mystery of why this curse is happening. So majority of the movie is just her trying to figure out why this girl was coming out of a well, was dead in a well and everything. And you basically go on this mystery journey through her with a little bit of spooky things here and there. This film has a lot of really good atmosphere to it. And it looks pretty good too. It has the bleak darkness of a good modern horror film, but with a lot of good mystery aspects. And weird things happen, like a horse runs off of some ferry and drowns and stuff. There's some pretty dark scenes in this movie. And yeah, the videotape itself looks really cool too. I like the look of it and like the way they put the little video clips and stuff in there. It looks really well done. And the acting's really good in this, and the ending is a lot of fun. That's the way you get the main horror aspect of the film. But they definitely don't spoon feed you or anything. They definitely try to put more of a character to the spirit that's coming through the TVs and stuff, and haunting everybody. And there's some pretty good dark moments in it. Overall, though, I think the pacing's a little too slow. It felt like it was dragging on for a while. When I was younger, it scared the crap out of me, but now it's actually pretty tame. To me, I like the mystery aspect of it, especially going in, rewatching it 20 years later. Not 20 years later, 15 years ago I watched this, so, but now I've rewatched it, and, yeah, so I thought it was still a pretty decent movie. It's by no means perfect, and, yeah, but if you like Japanese horror, and even or J-horror, as most of the hipsters call it, yeah, you might be disappointed because this one does not have the dynamic of Samara. I think that might actually be her name in this one too, but whatever. And yeah, so, but yeah, overall it's still a decent enough adaptation. This is before the big Japanese American remake boom happened, because after this came out, they did The Grudge, which is another highly successful one. I reviewed all those movies on here. And yeah, so overall, it's a fun movie. Just, it's more mystery than horror, so just be prepared for that. But overall, it's still decent. So I'm going to give this 3.5 out of 5. Yeah, I think it's good, but it's a little slow and could have had a little more horror elements into it. But overall, it's still a decent mystery horror film. So definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. If you And if you want to see it or relive it, I'll link the trailer down below at least so you can check it out there. Also, link down below is my Instagram. That's where I always post clips of films from review in the future. All my stories, you have the film title hashtag and some showing film hashtag, so you're aware of it. And also my Letterbox is down below. There are peer reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films. And my Twitter's down below. Reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in love with this channel. Like this video. Share it so more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below. Let me know what your favorite Ring or Ringu movie is. And also, if you want me to do the Ring 2 and Rings sooner rather than later, comment those down below too. Try my best to get to them as soon as I can. But also, if you have any films or film franchise in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can and if I can find them. Also, make sure you subscribe. Hopefully find something weird, obscure, and on that you probably know without checking out together. And also, so hear my opinions on popular films, upcoming classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because, well, we're going to go back to 1999 for another actual remake of a film from the 50s called The Haunting. Yeah, the one with Owen Wilson with the really cheesy CGI. I'm going to watch that again, so make sure you tune in for that. Watch out for all those crazy, creepy girl spirits crawling through our TVs. And for those of you who still have VHS players, be careful. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.